What you are about to see is not science fiction. It is not a concept, and it is not a rumor. This is real. It is happening right now inside Giga Texas, and it may be the single most ambitious manufacturing leap any automaker has ever attempted. Tesla is building a casting machine so enormous, so powerful, and so far ahead of anything else in the industry that even the people closest to this technology are struggling to fully wrap their heads around what it means. We are talking about a 50,000-ton Giga Press, the fourth generation of Tesla's world-changing casting system, and the mold at the heart of it may be the largest ever built for vehicle production anywhere on the planet. So buckle up, because in the next few minutes you are going to understand exactly why this machine exists, how it actually works, and why it matters not just for Tesla, but for every single car company on Earth. To understand where Tesla is going, you first need to understand where it came from. Back in 2020, Tesla stunned the entire automotive world when it unveiled its very first Giga Press. At the time, the concept seemed almost absurd. Instead of assembling a vehicle's rear structure from dozens of individually stamped and welded steel components, a process that had dominated the auto industry for over a century, Tesla proposed replacing all of those separate pieces with a single, massive aluminum casting produced by one enormous machine. The first machine had a clamping force of 6,100 tons. That number sounds impressive on its own, but what really made the industry sit up and pay attention was the result. Tesla was able to take what had previously required around 70 separate parts, multiple assembly robots, and a complex welding process, and reduce all of it down to a single casting operation. The efficiency gains were staggering. Chinese automakers immediately began studying the technology and developing their own versions. The race for large-scale casting had officially begun. But Tesla was not finished. Not even close. The company pushed forward with a 9,200-ton machine, then a 16,000-ton machine, each time expanding the size of what could be cast in a single operation and each time putting more distance between itself and every competitor trying to follow its lead. And now, according to images and technical information that have emerged from Giga Texas, Tesla appears to be preparing to make its most dramatic jump yet, from 16,000 tons all the way to 50,000 tons. That is not an incremental upgrade. That is a fundamental reimagining of what a casting machine can be. And the question that immediately comes to mind is, why? Why does Tesla need a machine this powerful? What is it trying to build that requires clamping force on this scale? The answer to that question goes back to something Elon Musk said publicly around a year ago, and it reveals just how far Tesla's manufacturing ambitions actually stretch. Elon Musk has a habit of asking questions that most engineers would consider unanswerable. In this case, the question was simple but profound: where is the actual physical limit of how large a casting machine can become? Musk made no secret of the fact that he genuinely wanted to find out. He wanted Tesla to push against the boundaries of what physics itself would allow, not just the boundaries of what the industry had previously attempted. That kind of thinking is exactly what produced the original Giga Press revolution in 2020, and it is clearly what is driving this new generation of the technology. The 50,000-ton machine is Tesla's attempt to answer Musk's question by building the most powerful casting system ever conceived for automotive manufacturing and then finding out exactly what it can produce. Now, before we get into the specifics of how this machine works, it is important to clear up a common misunderstanding about what clamping force actually means, because a lot of people assume it refers to the force used to shape the aluminum. It does not. The clamping force is the force used to keep the two halves of the mold locked together while molten aluminum is injected inside at tremendous pressure. Here is why that matters. When liquid aluminum is forced into a mold cavity under high pressure, the metal itself generates an enormous outward force that constantly tries to push the two halves of the die apart. The larger the mold, the greater its internal surface area, and the more metal being injected, the more powerful that separating force becomes. If the clamping force is insufficient, the mold can actually split open at the worst possible moment, ruining the part, wasting material, and potentially allowing molten metal to escape from the machine entirely. With a mold the size Tesla is reportedly developing, the forces involved are almost incomprehensible, which is precisely why a clamping force of 50,000 tons is necessary just to keep everything stable during the injection process. But keeping the mold closed is only one part of the challenge. The truly difficult part, the part that makes this fourth-generation system so much more complex than anything Tesla has built before, is doing all of this at speed. Elon Musk has spoken about wanting production cycle times that begin to resemble electronics manufacturing rather than traditional automotive assembly. Think about that for a moment. Electronics factories produce components in seconds, with minimal waste, minimal manual intervention, and extraordinary precision. Musk's vision is to bring that same philosophy to the production of large structural vehicle components. That means the 50,000-ton Giga Press cannot simply be a bigger version of its predecessors. It has to be fundamentally smarter, faster, and more precisely controlled across every single stage of the process, from the moment raw aluminum enters the system to the moment a finished casting rolls off the line. The process begins with material preparation, and even at this stage, the level of engineering involved is remarkable. Fresh aluminum ingots are combined with recycled scrap from previous casting runs and melted together in a furnace operating at around 850 degrees Celsius. Once the surface impurities have been removed, the liquid metal flows through heated pipes into a second sealed holding furnace, which maintains the alloy at a precise temperature between 750 and 850 degrees Celsius. This dual furnace setup is critical. The first furnace handles the melting, while the second acts as a temperature-controlled reservoir that keeps the metal in exactly the right condition for injection. To prevent oxidation from degrading the alloy's quality, nitrogen gas is pumped into the holding furnace's headspace. Operators also introduce argon gas, use a rotary degassing system, and run the liquid metal through a silicon carbide filter capable of catching any particles larger than 25 microns. The result is an exceptionally clean, precisely conditioned aluminum alloy ready for the casting process. When the mold is prepared for each cycle, a robotic system applies approximately 35 milliliters of soybean oil across the mold surface before every single press operation. This release agent prevents the casting from bonding to the mold during solidification, ensuring the finished part can be cleanly extracted. The system then draws a vacuum inside the mold cavity to remove any trapped air before injection begins. Molten aluminum flows into the shot chamber, and a high-speed piston, itself lubricated with a precise amount of oil, drives the liquid metal into the mold cavity at extraordinary velocity. The 50,000-ton clamping units lock the mold shut as the metal fills every contour of the cavity and begins to solidify. The part emerges from the mold at approximately 400 degrees Celsius and is immediately transferred into a cooling bath that drops its temperature to around 50 degrees Celsius. This rapid thermal quench is not simply about cooling the part quickly, it actively improves the aluminum's mechanical properties by locking in a stronger microstructure. While the cast part is cooling, the open mold itself cools to around 185 degrees Celsius, where it is cleaned by a robotic system in preparation for the next cycle. The entire sequence resets in as little as 1 to 2 minutes. Any excess aluminum from the casting is trimmed away and returned to the melting furnace, and every finished part passes through an X-ray inspection system to verify there are no internal defects before it moves further down the production line. If you are finding this as fascinating as we do, take a second right now to hit that like button and subscribe to DriveTech Tesla. We cover this kind of deep dive manufacturing content every single week, and you do not want to miss what is coming next. Now, the engineering achievement here goes well beyond the machine itself. Tesla has had to rethink the entire surrounding production system to make this work. Ultra-fast cooling technology had to be developed specifically for this application. The vacuum injection system had to be redesigned to handle the scale of the new mold. The robotic systems responsible for mold preparation, part extraction, and quality inspection all had to be engineered to keep pace with the dramatically faster cycle times the new press makes possible. Tesla has reportedly achieved major gains in overall production efficiency with its existing Giga Press systems, reducing the number of assembly robots required in the relevant production area from around 1,000 down to approximately 300. If the 50,000-ton system performs as intended, that transformation could go even further, potentially enabling Tesla to produce complete structural sections of future vehicles at speeds and costs that no competitor can realistically match in the near term. The broader automotive industry has been watching Tesla's casting strategy with a mixture of admiration and anxiety. When the first Giga Press appeared in 2020, many traditional automakers dismissed it as a novelty or questioned its long-term economic viability. Critics pointed out that aluminum casting dies were faster than traditional steel stamping tools and argued that the cost of replacing worn tooling would eventually offset the efficiency gains. Tesla pressed ahead regardless. And as the results have continued to demonstrate clear advantages, the skepticism has gradually given way to serious competitive response. Ford, Hyundai, Toyota, General Motors, and Volkswagen have all explored or invested in large-scale high-pressure die casting technology in recent years. The technology Tesla pioneered is now reshaping manufacturing strategy across the entire global auto industry, which is arguably the strongest possible validation that the approach works. One concern that has followed Giga casting since its introduction is the question of repairability. The logic seems straightforward on the surface. If 70 separate components are welded together and one is damaged, you can replace just that one piece. But if those same 70 components are merged into a single massive casting and any part of it cracks, does the entire casting have to be replaced? This was a legitimate question, and for a period it was a genuine criticism. The reality, however, has turned out to be considerably more nuanced. Tesla has developed specific repair procedures for the Model Y's rear mega casting that allow technicians to address a wide range of damage scenarios without replacing the entire structure. Minor cracks can be welded. Bent sections can be cold straightened. Damaged areas can be reinforced with plates, and individual sections of the rear rail can be replaced rather than the whole casting. A complete casting replacement is generally only required when damage reaches critical structural zones or exceeds Tesla's defined repair limits. This became particularly significant in 2025, when Thatcham Research, a UK organization specializing in vehicle safety and repair, published findings from 2 years of crash testing, damage evaluation, and real-world repair work on the Tesla Model Y. Their conclusions directly challenged the repairability criticism. Not only was the mega casting reparable in the cases they examined, but it actually cost less to repair than the conventional multi-piece steel structure used in the Model 3. Repairing a damaged section of the Model Y's mega casting came in at approximately $2,800 less than the equivalent repair on a traditional steel structure. Even a complete casting replacement was still around $675 cheaper than the conventional alternative. Those findings matter because they demonstrate that the repairability concern, while reasonable in theory, does not hold up in practice when the casting is properly engineered and supported by well-developed repair procedures. What all of this points to is something much larger than a single impressive machine inside a single factory. Tesla is not simply automating more steps in a traditional production process. It is eliminating entire categories of manufacturing steps that have existed in automotive production for generations and replacing them with single, highly efficient operations that accomplish in seconds what previously required minutes, robots, and dozens of components. That is a fundamentally different philosophy of manufacturing, one that is closer in spirit to how consumer electronics are produced than how cars have traditionally been built. The Giga Press 4.0, if it performs as Tesla intends, represents the most powerful expression of that philosophy yet attempted anywhere in the world. It is the answer to Elon Musk's question about the limits of physics, or at least the next step toward finding that answer. And whatever comes next, one thing is already clear: Tesla is not slowing down. It is building bigger, faster, and smarter than anyone else in the industry, and the 50,000-ton Giga Press may be the most compelling proof of that yet. If this video gave you a new perspective on what Tesla is really building toward, hit like, drop a comment with your thoughts, subscribe to DriveTech Tesla, and check out our next video, because we are just getting started.